Honorable Chairman, dear Slavek, ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to be there. It's always a pleasure to visit Krakow. It is always a pleasure to meet so many nice people. So thank you very much for your invitation. And now I can skip to the presentation. The title is Investigating the Quality Professionals' Acceptance Regarding Quality 4.0. And the presentation has been developed and will be presented by two very nice people. It means Professor M.Pańkowska from University of Economics in Katowice, and me. My name is P.Rogala. I work at Wrocław University of Economics and Business. And one fun fact. We are real team 4.0. Why? Because we started our cooperation 1 year ago. And today is a very special day. This is the first time we can see each other in reality. We use computers, internet, mobiles, but this is the first day we can see each other. Dear Professor, I hope you are not very disappointed. I hope so. In fact, the agenda of the presentation is not very innovative. It's quite typical. So we have introduction, research methodology, findings, and conclusion. So let's start with the most important thing. It means purpose of the presentation of the study. And there are two versions of the purpose. The purpose is the same, but I have two versions. The first one is simplified for professors, and second is full version for students. So let's start with simplified. We focus on quality professionals, so quality management professionals. And these people in organizations experience different new technologies, very different technologies. And what is their attitude to these new technologies? Is it positive or negative? But we don't want to discuss this, in fact, because we know that quality 4.0 is a future. So for us, the question is, what factors are important to, in fact, to force quality professionals to have positive attitude to quality 4.0 or quality 4.0 technologies? What can we do? What can do managers to support positive attitude? This was the simplified version, so now the full version. The study aims to explore what determinants affect quality professionals regarding the adoption of quality 4.0 technologies. And as you can see, there are 3 notes. The first one, I hope you can see it, you can read it. Quality professionals. After literature review, we can say that it is not easy to define quality professionals. Of course, we can choose the approach from ISO 10,000 terminology standard, and we can say quality professionals are professionals dealing with quality. But this is not a good definition, in my opinion. There is the truth that in organizations, the responsibilities of quality professionals are very varied. So they can operate in quality department, but they can operate in supply department, where they can operate in customer relation department. So I think it's quite interesting topic for future research. Who are quality professionals? Of course, there are some results on this topic, mostly from Portugal, but I think it's not enough. Okay, as we can heard from Professor Nadal, there are no definition of quality 4.0. There are a lot of definitions, different, but not very popular definition. So we decided to talk not on quality 4.0, but on 4.0 technologies. But we all know what does it mean, probably. It was easier for our respondents to talk about technologies. It means, for example, sensitive smart sensors or clouding and so on. And the last note is connected with attitude. So why there is attitude? Why it is worth to study this? There are a lot of results in the literature that attitude of personnel is crucial if we are thinking about success in implementing new systems, methods, change. Attitude is crucial because attitude influence directly on to intention to use. So this is we decided to focus on this topic. Your turn.
It's more or less complicated. Anyway, yeah. Just now, maybe I have opportunity to outline the research methodology. So first was the research goal formulation. As it was mentioned, we focus on the attitude of the quality professionals towards quality 4.0. And next step was analysis of various models of technology acceptance. And so we started from the technology acceptance models developed by Davis. However, we had a lot of discussion about other models. Next, we identify the models variables, I mean latent variables, and we specify hypotheses and construct conceptual model. Model was estimated, and next we check the reliability and validity of the model, and finally we discuss the hypothesis. So this one is, I would say, classic model developed by Davis in his work. And here, as you see, there are four latent variables: perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, attitude toward using, and actual system use. Beyond that, there are three additional variables. However, this set can be extended. However, Davis did not specify what kind of variables could be. Beyond these classic models, I would say that there are other models developed, including this one as a fundamental. There are also without models and the models developed by Eisen and based on the theory of planet behavior. However, in our discussion, we finally accepted this classic model provided by Davis. And this one is our conceptual model. So in this model, we had 5 latent variables, the blue ones: the perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, attitude and intention to use, and actual usage. And this model is, I would say, the set of hypotheses, and the hypothesis was formulated by us, and of course we verified this hypothesis. What is the most interesting in such models? First, there is a risk if the hypothesis will be accepted or rejected. And the next important issues are the items, I mean the observable variables, which are here yellow. So, taking into account literature review, the people, of course, they use this model developed by Davis, but the important issue is what kind of observable variables do they have. So here we have the items are also, it is the same, observable variables, and we formulated this observable variables as you see here. In red color you have the average value of each of these variables. Yeah? So for the perceived usefulness we have these 4 observable variables, and for perceived ease of use the next 4 and 4 and 4 and 3. So it is absolutely our decision what kind of items we have, and yeah, research methodology. Yeah, maybe your turn.
I can just go a bit. So the point is usefulness of new technologies and easy of use of new technologies important for quality professionals or not, and if yes, which is more important? To validate this, we decided to carry out the survey, and it was last year, and we decided to cover quality professionals from high technology industries. Why? Because we think that they are advanced in quality 4.0. And next again, Professor Nenadal proved it in the case of automotive industry. So probably we were right. I hope so. And on the previous slide you saw the statements, and we asked our respondents to mark in what extent they agree with the statements, and they could use 7th grade scale for this. And we collected 200 responses from quality professionals.
Taking into account this survey, finally we received some measures of reliability and validity, and as you see, for us it was a quite good model, yeah? Because the Cronbach alpha is for each construct, for each variable above 0.7, so it's quite good. It is the second column, and our measures are also quite good results. And finally, as you see, the auto loadings are also very high. So we can conclude that our model is valid and reliable. So next step was we calculated the correlation coefficient 2 square, and it is also very high, 0.68 and 0.727, so very high. And here you have the measure of impact of variables one on another, and in general we assume that it is moderate or high impact. However, in one case there is impact of PU on intention to use. This hypothesis was rejected. So coming back for a moment to our conceptual model, it's here. So the hypothesis second was rejected, but the others are accepted. So, and this model is valid and reliable. So I think that this survey allows us for such quite good estimation, because first we assumed this classic model. Classic, I mean the Davis original model. I am afraid that in a situation when we applied completely, I would say, new other variables, it would be the risk that the hypothesis would be rejected. In the literature survey, there are also conclusions that for this classic, I would say, models, the acceptance and reliability is rather high. And so our findings, quality 4.0 can be modeled using this structural equation modeling. And what is also important, they need to increase knowledge dissemination on quality 4.0 and also develop wider acceptance. And for us, for the future work, it would be to somehow expand this technology acceptance models developed by Davis and to include other variables. However, there is always the risk that the hypothesis would not be accepted. The other findings.
Okay. So the point was to check if these two factors, it means perceived ease of use and perceived usefulness, are important for quality professionals. And we proved that yes, but the perceived ease of use is more important factor, success factor, than perceived usefulness. And it can be surprising. Why? Because in big number of similar research conducted with different professionals, perceived usefulness is more important than perceived ease of use. So this is why in the case of quality professionals we have such situation. And the answer is we don't know. But we are looking for the answer, and maybe we can find it in such results. According to some researchers, quality professionals focus on control, focus on compliance with standards, and they are not focused on improvement, surprising, on innovations, and maybe this is why they are afraid about new technologies. So, if yes, so what can be done? First of all, managers shouldn't force quality professionals to use new technologies. They should try to encourage them. Managers should support quality professionals. It means trainings, of course, but maybe support to scientific conferences. Yesterday, some of us had opportunity to visit a company using Quality 4.0. So maybe study visits is a good solution for quality professionals. So this is our suggestions. Okay, so to sum up, what should be done to avoid such situation? Both factors are important. It means quality professionals should think that new technologies are useful for them, and they should be sure that they can deal with these new technologies.